and welcome to a brand new video here on my channel. Today we're back with Emily in Paris. This is the Netflix Stories game and we're going to be playing chapter 3 today. We're going to get back into it, we're going to see what happens, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen this week. Let's find out more. This is Emily in Paris. This is chapter 3, Fashion Week Faux Pas. Emily and Mindy help you process the news about Olivier and the board's feelings about your post. Your success with Seraphine leads to a new opportunity. I'm hoping it's going to go well, but I'm also a little bit worried. So before that worry manifests into something else, let's see what's going to happen. You swallow thickly as you look at Olivier. Crossing your fingers, the board isn't unhappy. My time in Paris can't be over, not yet. Olivier gives you a reassuring smile and a relief rushes through you. I'm here with the happy job of delivering compliments from the board. They're incredibly pleased with what you've been posting. I'm so glad to hear that. They feel you are bringing a fresh new voice to what is so classic about Paris. One even said today's posts have made them want to attend an event for the first time in years. You don't even try to contain the unabashed smile that covers your face. That's fantastic news. And what did you think? Are your feelings aligned with the board? Olivier winks. You've made me remember the way Paris felt when I was a young boy. And I think you captured the spirit of this evening's affair perfectly. He turns to Leia with an appreciative smile. You've made an excellent choice with Genevieve here. Leia rolls her eyes, but you can tell she's pleased. As you well know, Genevieve was the board's choice. But I admit she has exceeded my expectations so far. Thank you, Leia. That means a lot. I appreciate knowing you have confidence in me. Leia gives you a genuine smile for what may be the first time. Keep up the good work. She turns back to Olivier. Now, there was something else you wanted to discuss? There is, but I'm happy to wait if you'd like to go and celebrate this evening's success. He gives you a smile as Leia shakes her head. No, don't be silly. You know how I hate suspense. Genevieve, you're free to go and enjoy the rest of your evening. Recognizing your dismissal, you excuse yourself. Leia may have more business to attend to, but I'm definitely going to celebrate this. The following evening, you, Emily, and Mindy are grouped around a table at L'Esprit de Gigi. Why didn't the two of you stop me from that 5th glass of champagne last night? She groans as she presses a cold glass of water to her forehead. Probably because you said, and I quote, "This is the fancy stuff and none of you better stop me from celebrating with it." Mindy shrugs as you laugh. Well, it was a celebration. I still can't believe we walked into a show at Paris Fashion Week. And I still can't believe Olivier is on the board. He basically owns Enchanté and I had no idea. What am I gonna find out next? That one of you owns the Louvre? Gabriel laughs as he sets a basket of bread and a bottle of wine on the table. Paris is a small world. These things happen. You will watch with amusement as Mindy pours herself a tall glass of wine. She pauses midway to her first sip when she notices your eyes on her. What? Haven't you heard of Hair of the Dog? Anyway, enough about last night. Let's talk about Genevieve's big night with Audrey. That's right. Are you excited for your date tonight? Emily, I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to it since the auction. Do you know where she's taking you? I don't know anything. She disappeared last night and I haven't seen her since. Well, whatever she has planned, I'm sure you're gonna have a wonderful time. You glance at the time with a start. Oh shoot, I need to go and get ready. Emily smiles excitedly as you stand. I can't wait to hear all about it. Mindy winks as she raises her wine glass in farewell. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. You say goodbye to Gabriel and the girls and then head home to get ready. Back in your apartment, you rifle through your wardrobe. What should I wear for my first date in Paris? Oh, my favorite bit. I don't know why this makes me so happy, but it does. It would be too much to turn up in this, wouldn't it? I was gonna try and be really cute and come wearing something a bit more floral, but there really isn't anything. But this one does have flowers on, so are they flowers or butterflies? Okay, they're either flowers, bows, or butterflies. I can't really see, but I'm gonna go for this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm happy with this look. It's very pink, but I think that's okay. Just as you finish getting ready, there's a knock at your door. She's early. Oh, she must be excited too. Heart beating with anticipation, you open the door to greet her. Good evening, Genevieve. Oh, look at Audrey. Audrey is just fantastic. As you're coming to expect, Audrey is holding a single flower. She extends the yellow tulip matter-of-factly. For you. It's beautiful, thank you. You add the tulip to the vase with the other flowers, rearranging them carefully. When you look up, you see Audrey watching you with a genuine smile. I'm glad you're enjoying them. She gestures to the door. Shall we? As you make your way into the cool Paris night, you can't contain your curiosity. So are you gonna tell me why you bid on me? Audrey turns to you with a hint of mischief in her eyes. Are you going to tell me why you said yes? Well, I want to get to know you. You're a bit of a puzzle and I'm determined to figure you out. Audrey raises an eyebrow, giving you a sideways glance. Best of luck. I haven't figured myself out yet. Before you can ask her more, she quickens her pace. Now come on, she's going to be close soon. Who's going to be close soon? You still haven't told me where we're going. Keep walking and you'll find out. You hurry to match her hasty pace, and as you do, your toe hooks into a gap in the cobblestones. Oh no, not again. Once again, you find yourself careening towards the sidewalk, and once again, Audrey reaches out, taking you in her arms at lightning speed. Well, this feels familiar. You look up into her eyes, playful yet intense, and feel a flare of attraction. As you meet her gaze, you know you're not imagining it. There's definitely a spark between you. Genevieve, the word is loaded with emotion, but then she straightens, steadying you. I told you your shoes are going to be the death of you. Her voice is stern, but her expression is almost fearful, as though the idea of you being hurt scares her more than anything. Come on, we're almost there. As you make your way back down the street, she keeps a careful grip on your elbow. Does she want to keep me from falling, or does she not want to let me go? Finally, you stop outside a small shop, its lights glowing with warmth and invitation. Here we are. She opens the door and gestures for you to enter, and you step inside to find shoes? Shoes? A shoe shop? Very funny. Where are we going next? To wrap me up in bubble wrap? She laughs, her walls noticeably lowering as she follows you into the shop. I admit that bringing you here is purely selfish. I've been lying awake at night worried about you breaking your neck on those cobblestones. I didn't realize you were so concerned or worried about my neck. So you do have time to think about my neck all day, every day. Audrey smirks slightly, shaking her head as she moves closer to you. Like I said, I'm a very busy woman during the day, but at night, suddenly an older woman bursts from the back room into the shop, interrupting. Audrey, oh my darling girl, how good to see you. Hello, Marie. Marie hugs her and you watch in awe as all of Audrey's reservations seem to melt away. It's so wonderful that you're staying here. It's so wonderful that you're here. It's good to see you. Are you feeling better? Oh yes, those beautiful arrangements you sent me made me feel better than all the soup in Paris. She takes Audrey's face in her hands and kisses her forehead. You laugh when she pulls away, leaving a lipstick stain. Marie turns to you at the sound, her expression bright with curiosity. And who is this? Audrey suddenly looks flustered, as if she's unsure how to answer. This is she is. You interrupt her as Marie's expression becomes even more curious. I'm Genevieve. I'm Audrey's date. She just asked me out the other night. Marie's eyes twinkle with interest. How marvelous. It's a pleasure to meet you, dear. It's nice to meet you too, Marie. She turns back to Audrey. And is there any particular reason you've brought your date to see me, Audrey? She needs a pair of your shoes, of course. She frowns at the ones currently on your feet as if they've personally offended her somehow. Those ones keep trying to kill her. Marie makes a sking sound as she takes in your footwear. A beautiful pair, but perhaps not suited for the cobblestones. No matter, I'll make you a pair in no time. Before you know it, you've been ushered into a chair and Marie is measuring your feet. As she does, you take in the shop around you, filled with shoes that rival any on the runway. Those shoes are beautiful, Marie. Do you make them all? It seems like a lot of work by yourself. Marie smiles as she continues to work. It is not an easy job, but it is a fulfilling one. And I do not do it all alone. I have had many apprentices over the years. She smiles fondly at Audrey, including this one for a spell. You made shoes? She winks. I'm a woman of many hidden talents. Marie looks from you to Audrey conspiratorially. Audrey has been coming here since she was a young girl, always looking out for me and everyone else in the neighborhood. She's a wonderful woman, don't you think? Me? I couldn't agree more. I may not know her as well as you, but I can tell she has a good heart. Audrey's cheeks turn red with your praise. All right. That's enough about me. Audrey clears her throat, clearly eager to change the topic. Have you finished with your measurements, Marie? Yes. Be a good girl and get my sketchbook from the back so I can record them properly. Audrey looks reluctant to leave you and Marie alone, but even more reluctant to disobey her. I'll be right back. Marie lowers her voice as Audrey leaves the room, her eyes sparkly with mischief. So tell me everything. Well, I really like Audrey. I'm not sure if she feels the same, but I hope she does. Marie looks delighted as she helps you back into your shoes. Of course she does. She wouldn't have brought you here if she didn't. You think? And the way she looks at you when she thinks no one is watching? She winks. That is a woman who has been bewitched. Marie's words give you a boost of confidence and you smile. You look at the shelves of Marie's work as you stand hand, and suddenly an idea occurs to you. Marie, would it be okay if I took a photo of your shoes for Enchanté's social account? Marie looks awestruck by the proposition, nodding eagerly. Oh, sweetie, I would be honored. Pick any pair you like. Ooh, so we can go for these, or these. I like the composition of this shot a lot better, and we have to make it bright, obviously. We have 3 different captions. Step into something new with Les Chaussures de Marie. I don't know if that's the name of the store, but it's very apt. You never know what you'll find in one of Paris's boutiques, or turns out shoe shopping is the perfect first date. Now, do we want to be an influencer here, or are we running the account? I think we're running the account rather than, you know, wanting to be an influencer just yet. So I think we'll say step into something new. We got 8,000 followers from that. Oh my gosh, 9,000 likes and 95% of our followers love this post. Marie bounces excitedly as the post goes live. Just think, maybe I'll be one with a show during Fashion Week next year. Now that is a show I would attend. Marie beams as Audrey re-enters the room and she squeezes your arm. Genevieve here is going to make me go viral. Is she now? Well, her shoes are the star. They're doing all the work, not me. Oh, how you flatter an old woman. Oh, come on now, Marie. You're one of the youngest people I know. She winks. At heart, anyway. Marie gives her a tight squeeze and pinches her cheek. Oh, you are a sweet girl. She turns to you with a knowing smile. Don't let go of this one, Genevieve. Good women are hard to find. Don't worry, Marie. I plan on holding on to her. As long as she'll let me, anyway. Audrey's eyes lock onto yours as Marie claps her hands excitedly. But now, however old I may be, the night is young. And I'm sure the two of you have more exciting things to do than hang around this shoe shop with me. She gives Audrey another hug and then turns to you. It was simply wonderful to meet you, my dear. She pulls you in for a tight hug. She smells like a mix of spice, cookies, and Chanel. I expect I'll be seeing quite a bit more of you in the future. She winks as she pulls away. Now go, enjoy the rest of your evening. With a final goodbye to Marie, you and Audrey head back into the Parisian night. Back outside, Audrey leads you to a path that winds along beside the Seine. You walk in silence for a moment, admiring the way the water reflects the light of the city. You're surprised by how comfortable you feel just being with Audrey. As you pass by an older couple, walking hand in hand, she clears her throat to speak. That was a nice thing you did back there, sharing Marie's shoes on your account. Thank you. You really care about her. I can tell she means a lot to you. She answers without hesitation. She means the world to me. She makes a sweeping gesture, motioning to the river and then the park and the shops that line it. All of this does. I grew up here. She points to a small park where a group of teens are kicking around a ball. There, I used to do my homework there every day after school. And here, she points to a small cafe, rich smells wafting from its open door. They put a special blend of cinnamon in their hot chocolate. It's unlike anything you've ever tasted. Her face is warm with the glow of nostalgia. And I'm gonna take her hand. Unable to resist, you slip your hand into Audrey's. She stops talking mid-sentence and turns to you with a look of surprise. Oh no. Did I misinterpret things? Sorry. Is this okay? If it's not, you trail off nervously, but Audrey gives your hand a gentle squeeze. Please don't apologize. You feel her heartbeat through her palm, nervous and excited all at once. Shall we? She inclines her head towards the path and you continue down it hand in hand. All too soon, you and Audrey find yourself back in front of the bookshop. She squeezes your hand once before letting it go. Well, I suppose this is good night then. There's a reluctance in her voice that makes you wonder if she's feeling the same things you are. Perhaps we could do this again sometime. Again? I'd love to. If you have another 1,000 euros laying around, that is. Audrey laughs as you give her a teasing wink. For you, I'm sure I can scrounge something up. She pauses, her gaze landing on your cheek, and she smiles softly. You have. She reaches out and every one of your nerve endings goes on high alert as she brushes your cheek. She runs her finger along the line of your cheekbone, stopping just above your lips. There. Her gaze is fiery, she pulls away. And a single eyelash on the tip of her finger. Make a wish. You keep your eyes fixed on Audrey's as you wish for another night like this. This was the perfect first date. I hope there's a second. You press your lips together and blow the eyelash from her fingertip. Audrey's gaze is fixed on your lips and warmth climbs up your neck at its intensity. She leans in and your pulse begins to race. Is she gonna kiss me? But then she pauses and reaches out to squeeze your shoulder instead. Good night, Genevieve. You frown as you watch her walls slide back into place. She shoves her hands in her pockets like she needs the reminder not to reach for you and smiles tightly. Anyway, thanks for coming out with me tonight. She turns abruptly. I'll see you. Before you can question her sudden change in mood, she's halfway across the courtyard. Good night, Audrey. Trying to make sense of it all, you turn back to the bookshop. But just as your hand reaches the door, your phone vibrates in your pocket. That must be her. Maybe she wants to come back. You unlock your screen to find a text not from Audrey, but from Leia. Come in early tomorrow. New assignment. Unsure if you should be nervous or excited, you quickly type out your reply. I'll be there. The next morning, you quickly dress for work, still riding the high of your win with Seraphine. We get to do some dressing. I kind of feel like we should wear the same thing as yesterday, but that cannot happen, can it? That absolutely cannot happen. I really like this outfit, though. I saw it when I was getting dressed before. I don't know if it's a bag outfit, but I like it. I think I'm gonna go back with a high pony. I just think it suits the outfit really well, so we're gonna go for this. Leia is waiting for you when you arrive, a look of bemused interest on her face. Good morning, Genevieve. Good morning, Leia. I'm not one for unnecessary suspense, so I'll get right to it. We're shooting an exclusive behind-the-scenes first look at Seraphine's next line today. After the fashion show, she personally requested that you conduct an interview as well. Me? And you agreed? I'm honored that you feel like I'm ready for this. Leia smiles almost warmly, but her words are still sharp. Don't make me regret it. Truly in-depth interviews with Seraphine are incredibly rare. Do well on this, and perhaps you will have your first digital exclusive. Oh my god, that's huge! Leia waves you towards the door before you have time to ask more. Now go, her good graces are easily lost, and you don't want to be late. But as you turn to leave, Chloe suddenly appears before you, an unfamiliar expression on her face. Hello, Genevieve. Hey, Chloe. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of in a rush right now. This will only take a moment. She sighs heavily, a look of resignation on her face. I want to apologize for how I have treated you since you arrived in Paris. I know I've been unkind, and I'm sorry. You pause, equal parts intrigued and suspicious. Really? Why apologize now? Is there a reason for this sudden change of heart? Well, yes. This is hard to admit, but I have been a bit jealous of you. I've worked here for a long time, and I admire Leia so much, but it's been difficult to get her to see me as anything more than an assistant. Okay, that must be frustrating. I'm not sure what it has to do with me. We have two completely different roles. Chloe sighs. Leia barely knows you, and yet she is willing to give you this chance to prove yourself. Until Seraphine's show, I didn't understand why. I thought you were the shiny new toy that Leia was only willing to play with because you were American, but you don't feel that way anymore. Chloe focuses on the toes of her impossibly high heels, clearly not used to apologies. After the fashion show, I realize now that you have talent and that I may have underestimated you. For that time, sorry. There is nothing but sincerity in Chloe's words as she finally meets your eyes. I will understand if you're not willing to accept my apology, but I hope you do. Chloe, I accept your apology. It takes a big person to admit that they're wrong. Thank you. Chloe nods humbly. I'm only sorry that it was necessary. Oh, I almost forgot. These are for you. She hands you a small paper bag that's been sitting on her desk. You peer inside and find half a dozen spherical pastries. Pastries? Gougères? A delicious cheesy pastry that also happens to be Seraphine's favorite. Not many people know that, but my cousin went to design school with her ages ago and she practically lived on them. Consider them a peace offering. Thank you, Chloe. I am suspicious of this. I feel like there's no way this is a peace offering. She must be lactose intolerant or something because there's no way Chloe is going to help us. This is very kind of you. I really appreciate it. Chloe smiles, waving you off. It's the least I can do after my bad behavior. Now you better get going. Seraphine won't take kindly to being kept waiting. She gives you a tight smile as you begin to walk away, pastries in hand. Good luck. Head to Seraphine's workshop. Okay. Seraphine's atelier is a whirlwind of color and chaos, much like her. When you arrive, she's busy barking orders at someone pinning shimmering fabric to a mannequin. But as soon as she sees you, she rushes over and, to your surprise, wraps you in a hug. Genevieve, I'm so glad to see you again. Hey, Seraphine. Your atelier is incroyable. I love it. And you've been practicing your French? Très bien. She releases you from her embrace just as her stomach lets out a loud growl. Oh, excusez-moi. I've been so busy I can't even remember the last time I ate. Her gaze falls to the pastry bag still in your hand and her smile grows. Is there anything you do not have a solution for? Before you can respond, she takes the bag from your hand and pops a gougère in her mouth. I can't take all the credit. Someone at the office. Seraphine holds up her hand, silencing you. She chews slowly. Once. Twice. What is this? You can tell by her expression that something is wrong and your stomach turns. It's a gougère. You jump back as she spits the pastry out at your feet. Fromage? You gave me cheese? Her face turns red as she shakes with anger. Are you evil or are you just an imbecile? Everyone in this town knows that I'm vegan. Seraphine, Everyone! She points to the door, her fury practically shaking the room. Get out! Get out now! Not wanting to incur any more of Seraphine's wrath, you race from the atelier and into the street. I am gonna kill Chloe. She messed with the wrong woman. Your heart sinks even lower when your phone lights up with a text. It's Leia. Just spoke with Seraphine. We need to talk. Meet me at Olivier's office. Oh! Oh, panic courses through you as you stare at the screen. Oh no, this can't be good. That's it. That's all we get. No, that was so quick. Oh my gosh, I didn't do like any of the options, apparently. I've got a lot of Audrey going on, but that's about it. Let me know what you thought of this episode down in the comments below. I knew that was a setup. I just knew Chloe was setting us up. There's no way Chloe, of all people, is going to apologize, especially when we're only 3 chapters in. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this part. Thank you so much to our wonderful, lovely members who, without you, making videos like this wouldn't be possible. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. I really appreciate you all so much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much to everyone who has given this video a like, subscribed, and turned on notifications. You get to know every single time I upload a video, and I am so thankful for you. Thank you so much, everyone. And I hope to see you in the next one with more Emily in Paris. Goodbye.